All right, guys. So earlier this week, I sent out an email and then I sent a text about this type 2 diabetes program that we might launch. Still kind of 50-50 at this point. I will know probably by next Wednesday, next Thursday, if we decide to put this thing together. Basically, I've never done a niche specific training program before other than weight loss. Like I have a functional weight loss program that's just standalone functional weight loss. Type 2 diabetes, just a standalone. So it's not my inner circle stuff. It's not all the conditions and all the ads and all the niches. It's just, hey, let's put together a small group of functional medicine practitioners that have a passion for type 2 and they want a packed calendar full of new patients who they can help. So I sent out the email, I sent out the text, and the most common questions that come back are as what's included and how much is it going to cost. So that's why I want to make this video is kind of break down cost and then what's included. So and I don't have much, I don't have this thing mapped out yet because I haven't built it yet. It doesn't exist. So I'm just, again, trying to gain interest. And what I'll do is I'll put a link right beneath this video. Somewhere on this video is gonna be a link, scaletype2.com. That's where you're gonna go to register your information to let me know that you're serious. I'm shooting for a certain quota, a certain number. That number is going to dictate, hey, do I want to open this thing? Do I want to put forth the effort in building this thing out as a standalone? Or I'm like, that's not going to be worth my time. That's what I'm trying to gauge interest. So if you're interested, make sure you enter your information. That's going to give me a black and white, come next Wednesday, next Thursday, we're going to do this thing. Yes or no? All right. So here, I need to just verbalize this thing as far as what's included. So once I log into this portal, okay, you're gonna start at the top and you're gonna work your way down. So we're gonna start at, okay, welcome video. Here's the best plan of attack moving forward, like how to get the most from this program. Okay, welcome video. Then it's gonna be clinical. Okay, clinical. What I do for type 2 diabetes, the labs I use, the companies I use, the products I use, clinical protocol. The clinical side of things. That's the easy part. Clinical is the easiest part, but I'm going to show you what I do. You're welcome to modify it, tweak it, add to it, subtract from it. I don't care. You're the clinician. I'm not. I'm going to show you what I do though, just so if you just want to cross-reference what you're doing, it's there for you, all right? Then once your clinical ducks are in a row, then we're going to move into day ones and day twos. Like I don't want you spending a penny on ads until you've mastered your day one. Like you're on the phone with somebody, you know how to close 80-90% of the people that you're talking to. Now, the nice thing about type 2 is that the consequences of not getting it reversed are substantial. And I talked about this in my previous video. If you're pre-diabetes, which is like 88 million Americans, or you have full-blown type 2, it's like 38 million. If you don't get the thing fixed and reversed, the consequences are nasty. Eyes go bad, kidneys go bad. Like, there's a freaking dialysis business damn near in every strip mall. So we know that the current model is not working when you have dialysis, operations popping up everywhere. But consequences, again, eyes, kidneys, numbness, tingling, pins, needles, neuropathy stuff, amputations, like that's some nasty stuff that you don't want to go down. So this allows you to command a higher ticket, right? A higher KSV because you're basically saving somebody's life. You're preserving their quality of life. You're giving that back to them. So you can charge more from it. It's not a commodity, right? So weight loss is more a commodity. This is not. So yeah, day one's day two. So I'm going to show you how I take money over the phone. I do my day one calls in about 20 minutes. Day two is typically a video screen share. Email it to them along with their recommended action plan. So I'll show you how I do my day ones, day twos. Okay, sweet. We got the clinical ducks in a row. We got the day ones and day twos mastered. Now we're on to the marketing stuff. So let me show you the funnel because we have this built out. I'm going to share with you the exact funnel that I use. So here's the homepage. So what we do is we roll people into a masterclass. So type 2 diabetes reversal masterclass. This thing is 14 minutes. I'm not going to push play on it because it's going to mess up the audio. But it's 14 minutes. So here's what, and then we go to order form. So this is where I take $97 calls. But here's the funnel in a nutshell. So here's your homepage. I just showed it to you. Here's your masterclass. And then here's your order. If you don't want to, we'll talk about free calls versus paid calls inside. I'm not going to get into that here. But It's a quality versus quantity thing. We'll talk about it. But you're going to roll people either from your masterclass into a paid call or to a free call, one or the other, and then onto the thank you page. And then we also have terms, privacy, HIPAA, disclaimers. That's stuff that's, if you're going to send text to somebody, if you're going to send, SMS automations and stuff, this is the stuff that you need all over your funnel sites and pages, just for protection, legal stuff, HIPAA's, privacy terms. You want all that stuff, and so we have that handled. But yeah, that's your landing page. Here's your masterclass. Here's your order form if you're taking this video right here is just, hey, I do a $97 call just to protect my time and your time. We have a busy operation, and I say, hey, we're going to roll that 97 into the care plan, or we're going to hit refund if we don't feel that we can help you. So they're not losing it, but it's just making sure that they show up to their call. Okay, so that's funnel in a nutshell. So funnel. Okay, so we got the clinical ducks in a row. We got the day ones and day twos. Funnel structure. I'm going to share with you. It's part of our software. Software is $297 a month. So that's that's kind of starting point is getting the software in place. $297 a month. It's this one right here. So beyond just type 2, we have thyroid. We have my main webinar funnel. We have a diabetes workshop or challenge. We have fully loaded functional medicine funnel, functional weight loss challenge. We have autoimmune. We have anxiety, depression, and we're building more. We're always adding to this thing. So in conjunction with this funnel comes the back-end automations and emails. So if somebody watches my masterclass, they come into this ecosystem, they're going to get north of 30 days of type 2 diabetes emails and SMS, because not everybody's going to take action, right after the training, right after the webinar. Not everybody's going to book a call. But what did Dan Kennedy say? And I'm going to keep saying this. I am going to mail/email/text. I'm going to follow up and tell you buy or die, whichever comes first. You have to play the long game. And so we're going to send emails, because 3 weeks from now, they might hit rock bottom. We don't know. 2 months from now, they might hit rock bottom. We don't know. But you need to provide value over time and show them that you are the solution to their type 2 diabetes nightmare, and that you have the keys to their kingdom. You can show them that you're the solution, and you can give them the results that they're looking for. All right. So that's the back end automations after they've watched the masterclass. That's built into the funnel or the software. You just get rid of my name and put your name. Right. We've done all the work. And same thing with this VSL, this video sales letters, 14-minute video. Again, I don't want to push play on this thing because it's messes up with volume here, but 14 minutes. This is 14 minutes. And at the end of it, I say either myself, I say I have a big team of practitioners. At the end, I say either myself or one of my partner practitioners is going to call you at the time that you choose. So they know either I will call them or you will call them. Somebody's going to call them. But I've done the work, right? And you can take my video. I can get you the rev transcripts for this if you want. It's 14 minutes. But it's just it's like, here's the problem. Here's why we have such an issue with type 2 in this country and prediabetes. Here's what we do, right? Here's the path that you've probably been on and why you're still, broken and not feeling very well, and why you're still sick. And this is a fresh outlook and what we do and why it's just so unique and different. This is your next step, right? Not a push. And I just push the discovery call. And I say, it's not a pushy sales call. It's not a high pressure timeshare salesy. No. Simply a chance to ask each other questions. I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to ask me questions. Together, we can determine if our type 2 diabetes reversal program would make sense for you. Okay. So the goal is just pack these people in one by one and fill up the calendar. So now that goes into the next part of the course in the program is we need to have pixels installed. We need to have Google tracking pixels. We need to have Facebook tracking pixels. If you want to do TikTok, that's fine too. You need to have tracking because we need to find out what ads are working and which ads are not working. We need to be able to scale the winners and cut the losers. In terms of Facebook, the nice thing about Facebook and diabetes is that there's still 3, maybe more, but 3 is all you need. 3 diabetes-related interests that still exist. This doesn't exist for thyroid. It doesn't exist for autoimmune. It doesn't exist for ADHD kids. Like I used to pack Facebook groups with like 400 or 500 people with ADHD kids, and I would just monetize the heck out of that. Can't do that anymore. Can do that with type 2 diabetes. We'll show you the interest for that. Millions, like massive targeting there. But we have to have pixels installed because that sends data back to Facebook and allows you to really scale this thing up. When I was averaging 100 north of 100 calls a month, it was because that pixel was just firing, and we just let the AI, we let the algorithm go to work for us. But I'm going to give you, as far as Facebook, I'm going to give you my Facebook ad structure. I'm assuming maybe you've seen some of my ads for my coaching stuff. By the way, I'm just going to toggle over here real quick so you know I'm not some fake. I'm not sure if you can see this. I'm going to move my head out of the way. But I've spent, well, $270,000 on Facebook ads over the past couple of years. 270 grand. I don't say that, some of that's coaching, right? Just transparency. A lot of it is coaching, but a good chunk of that is my functional medicine, diabetes, functional medicine health conditions. And the plaques on the wall, the second one over, is my clinical operation. Over $1 million in collections over the dang phone through discovery calls. Anyway, so that's Facebook stuff. And so I'll give you all my ads, the images. So there'll be a Canva file with all the images. You're gonna want to modify them because if we have a group doing this thing, we don't want exact duplicates. Otherwise, Facebook, he's copying this person and people get flagged, and we don't want that. So you'll make some modifications to it and we'll train on it. But all the images, the text, the targeting, the retargeting. So my Facebook ad structures is campaigns, ads, or ad sets, targeting, ads, and then a whole slew of retargeting, like this safety net of retargeting anybody who hits my funnel site. Right? Or anybody who opts in, or anybody who watches a certain length of a video. So there's this retargeting that is super powerful because we need to follow these people around until they do something. So, and then I'll give you all my Google ads for type 2 diabetes, the exact walkthroughs over their shoulder, A to Z walkthroughs. Trying to go quick with it because it doesn't really matter. I don't need to give you the interpretation of why I click on certain things. Just do it, just copy it, it works. So just click, copy it, paste it, and I'll give you all the ads. So this is Facebook heavy, Google stuff, YouTube, we'll train on all the traffic sources. So, but because really at the end of the day, it's a game of traffic and conversions. And I've said this many, many times, you have to master both traffic, conversions. I'm not an organic guy as far as traffic. I'm not going to tell you to post and post and post and go live and go live and go live. That's what everybody else teaches. I pay for traffic. I buy back my time in the form of ads. I don't have time to sit on social media all day and fight with people and go back and forth. There's some people that they post 8 times a day. Do you have a life? This is my question. I don't want to do that. I have 4 kids and we homeschool. I'd rather say, hey, Google, here's $100. Give me 100 visitors. Or here's Facebook. Here's $20 a day. Here's $30 a day. Give me some eyeballs on my operation. Traffic. So we'll train on the ad side of things, and then conversions. That's the funnel stuff. Conversions. That's the getting people into our ecosystem, right? Getting people into our calendars. So that's how this is going to look like. I mean, is there more? There's going to be more. I mean, as far as Google stuff, I'm going to give you all the keywords to use, the math, the metrics, what to look for, click-through rates, cost per clicks, obviously pixel setup, conversion tracking, everything that you need to be successful with this. So, all right, I'm going to wrap this up. This has gone way too long. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to reiterate, go back into that link, right? That I'm going to post it once again below. And if this is of any interest, make sure you fill out your information, because that's going to determine at the end of this thing, at the next Wednesday, next Thursday, that's going to determine, hey, are we moving forward, or is there just not enough interest? This is going to be a complete waste of my time, right? So I need you to fill that form out, because that, the more people, the more motivation it is for me to build this thing out for you guys. So again, I'm in the trenches doing this stuff. I know what works and I know what doesn't work. Okay, there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of noise, but you just have to kind of cut through it all and just like streamline, laser focus. And that's the goal of this portal, is just to take you sequentially, like in order, like how this should be. Like, welcome, like day 1s and 2s mastered, clinical protocols mastered, funnel, because ads it doesn't make any sense to jump straight to Facebook ads if our infrastructure is broken. If we don't know how to master our day 1s and day 2s, the rest of it's all going to fall apart. So we have to master each of these modules in order. Funnels. Okay, sweet. I got my funnel done. And my goal with you is to be functional within about 5 days. So the first couple days, clinicals and day 1s, and then within about 3 days, like you should have this funnel math done. I could, finish up this funnel in about 30 minutes, start to finish. because they're just swapping out email names and emails. So like you give yourself 5 days to get in the software, modify this thing, make it your own. 5 days. And after that 5th day, hey, now we're ready for ads. Now we can get into Facebook ads and pixel setup. Then we can get into Google ads and getting that infrastructure in place. Now, the next question you ask is, how much do I have to pay in for ad spend? It's up to you. I don't care. You know, my goal is to have you squash your ad spend big time, right? So you could start at $20 a day on Facebook. You could start at $30 a day. I'm more aggressive. You know, sometimes I start at $50 a day, and 100 on Google. Typically, I start at about $100 a day. It's just how I do it. I'm a little bit more aggressive, you know, I just want to fail fast. If I have to fail, I'm going to fail fast. I'm going to get the data quick and say, hey, this is not working. I got to pivot. So, but yeah, with Facebook, it's powerful, and you will run into tire kickers. You will run into plate lickers. You will run into information seekers. That's just the world we live in, right? Not everybody is a fit, but that's why I put in $97, right, as a protection. You know, that separates the people that are serious versus those who aren't. So I do a $97 discovery call, which we apply it, but it just weeds out the people that are not necessarily serious. So, all right, rambling once again. I'll hush you up now. And if you have any questions, comment below. Otherwise, just if you have diabetes is of any interest, not type 1, type 2. Type 2 diabetes is of interest. Go to scaletype2.com and register. Get registered, put your name, put your contact info. We're only going to take maybe 30, 35 people. You know, if we decide to do this thing next Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to say, hey, doors are open. You know, at a certain point, once the program is launched and I have all the trainings and tutorials done, I'm going to open the doors to this thing, and we're only going to take about 30 to 35. Because for 30 days, we're going to work closely together one-on-one. You can text me, you can, you know, hit me on Messenger, you can email me. I'm going to make sure you are successful with this. So you can message me. There's support. There's that one-on-one for about 30 days. But doors are going to close after about, 7. We'll open the doors for about a week or until we get about 30, 35, give or take. Right. So that's what I want. So, because I don't want hundreds of people doing this because I can't handle that type of volume and that influx of questions. So that's how this is going to work. Again, scaletype2.com, go register your information, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Crap, I didn't even answer the second question. What's included and what's it going to cost? So I have to handle this question. So I apologize, but roughly the equivalent of 1 new patient. That's all. So I'll leave it at that. It might go up, might go down, depends on how much this thing evolves or devolves, depending on even if we do it. But roughly the equivalent of what I charge for 1 new patient. So give me your first patient. That's all I ask. Give me your first patient. You can have the rest of them. You can have patient 2, 3, 4, 10, 20, 50. That's all yours. Positive ROI. Just give me the first one. I'm doing all the work here. I built you the funnel. I've written emails. I'm doing all this stuff, trainings, walkthroughs, tutorials, over the shoulder, how to run your ads, everything. I'm giving you the keys to the diabetes kingdom. Just give me your first patient. That's all I ask. So that's what it costs. I'm not going to give you an exact number, but roughly that's what the equivalent is. And all right, talk to you soon.